picture this. A team breaks a 4-game losing streak and sends their rivals packing defeated.
Oof.
Yeah, it's exactly what went down when Wolves took on Aston Villa at their home turf, Molineux.
Always a good one.
Always a good one, right? Now we're diving deep into this match using some juicy excerpts from the match report.
Should be fun.
Yeah, so we're talking tactics, those key turning points.
Love those.
And, we might even run into a little bit of that VAR drama.
Gotta have it.
Gotta have it right. Now, the stakes were high here. Wolves, they were fighting tooth and nail to avoid relegation, while Villa, they were aiming for something bigger.
Oh, yeah. They were hoping to climb even higher up that table.
Up that table, exactly.
And they had been doing pretty well, especially after getting through to the Champions League knockout stages.
Right. Like coming in, they were looking pretty strong.
Definitely.
But historically speaking, Villa haven't exactly had the best luck at Molineux. So, how did this all actually play out? Well, the report paints a very clear picture.
Let's hear it.
Wolves came out absolutely starving for a win.
I bet, and that paid off pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Only 12 minutes in, Jean-Luc Bellegarde, this was actually his debut at Molineux.
Wow.
He catches Villa's defense sleeping, and bam, he scores.
What a way to make an entrance.
Talk about a first impression, right?
You know what? And this wasn't just a fluke.
Oh, no.
The report really hammers home how Wolves dominated that first half.
They were everywhere.
Everywhere. Bellegarde was just like a one-man show, setting up chances left and right with these dangerous crosses.
Dangerous indeed.
And then you've got Cunha. He had that one-on-one with Martinez.
Oh, yeah, that was close.
So close. And even Guedes, he had a couple of decent chances, too.
Yeah, he had some good looks at goal.
He did. I mean, Unai Emery.
Villa's manager.
Yeah, he must have been fuming.
Oh, you can feel it in the report, like he's trying to maintain composure, but, underneath.
He's like, come on.
Yeah, exactly. And he wasn't just going to sit there and watch it happen.
No way.
And that's why he went and made 4 substitutions at halftime.
4?
4. That's a big statement.
That's a statement I made. That's a pretty clear sign that he wanted things to change and fast.
Oh, absolutely. He was not messing around.
And not messing around.
Yeah.
So did those changes actually make a difference?
Well, the second half was a different game, that's for sure.
Okay.
Things started to heat up, and then just a few minutes in,
Oh.
cue the VAR drama.
Yes, the VAR controversy.
You gotta love it.
Now, just in case anyone needs a little refresher, VAR, that's our video assistant referee.
That's the one.
It's there to review, certain decisions on the field, like those potential offsides, penalties, red cards, that kind of thing.
Right.
So Villa, they thought they'd scored their equalizer early in the second half.
With Malin's goal.
Yes, with Malin's goal, but then
VAR steps in.
VAR steps in.
And throws a flag.
Throws a flag.
Basically.
Yeah. Turns out Malin was offside.
By a hair?
By the tiniest margin, I mean. Talk about a tough break for Villa.
It was incredibly tight. I mean, was he offside? Technically, yes. But by such a small margin, this is where VAR gets really controversial,
It does.
On the one hand, it does help get rid of some of those really obvious human errors, but then you end up with these super close calls
Right.
that could go either way.
They could.
And it leaves everyone kind of scratching their heads,
Mm.
What do you think? Was it the right call?
Honestly, I could see both sides of it.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
It really is. But anyway, the match report goes on to say that Villa actually started playing much better after that disallowed goal.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it seems like those substitutions really did energize them.
Yeah, you could see the impact.
But Wolves' defense, they held strong.
They did. They really stepped up.
They did. And then with almost no time left on the clock, Cunha breaks away
Oh, yeah.
and seals the win for Wolves.
What a finish.
Talk about taking your chances, especially in a tight game like this one.
Absolutely crucial in those moments.
Absolutely. Now, this was a big win for Wolves.
Huge.
Huge. It bumped them right out of that relegation zone.
Which is massive.
Massive. Because every point matters when you're down at the bottom of the table.
Yeah, every single one.
Every single one.
Yeah.
And, this win, it's got to be great for their morale.
Absolutely.
Gives them a real fighting chance to stay up.
It does. It gives them something to build on.
Exactly. Now, for Villa, this was a tough loss.
It was a tough loss, especially because they've had this kind of pattern.
Really?
Yeah, they tend to struggle after European matches.
That's interesting.
It is, right? It makes you think, is it fatigue? Is it something about their rotation strategies? I mean, it's definitely worth exploring why they seem to have this issue.
It does raise some questions about, their ability to compete on multiple fronts. Like, can they handle that pressure?
Exactly. Can they juggle it all?
Exactly. So what does this result tell us? about both teams going forward. Can Wolves build on this momentum?
That's the big question, isn't it?
It is. Will Villa be able to bounce back from the setback?
I guess we'll have to see.
I guess we will.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how both teams handle their upcoming fixtures.
Right. Wolves need to really capitalize on this win.
Absolutely.
While Villa, they need to find a way to be more consistent, especially after those European games.
For sure. Well, one thing is for sure.
What's that?
The Premier League is just full of surprises.
Always is.
This deep dive, I think it really shows us how much you can learn from a single match.
You can learn a lot.
It reveals so much about a team's strengths, their weaknesses, and the challenges that they're facing throughout the season.
All laid bare in 90 minutes.
90 minutes, and who knows what drama the rest of the season holds.
I can't wait to find out.
Me neither.
Should be good.
It should be very good.